So good afternoon everybody. Myself Acharya Vishvendra, and this is my second video on my book AVA the Algorithm. So I have discussed the basic introduction of the book and the emotional conflicts as a major challenge students face while preparing for competitive exam. Now let's discuss about the preface, that how the idea of book came into my mind. So I'd like to share my experience when I was preparing for JEE. So when I was preparing, I struggled a lot to learn the process of solving problems. I realized that my past learning during my schooling is not sufficient to solve problems. Actually, in schooling, the teachers had a fixed pattern. The teachers have memorized certain information and they just expected us to accept that information as it is without asking any question. But when a teacher was teaching me, my natural curiosity was to ask him the question that, sir, from where this thing came? I was not a student who can accept anything as it is. And I had seen that teachers teach what they know. They don't teach what is asked in the exam. So there was always a conflict with the teachers. I used to ask them questions which are asked in JEE. I used to have a PYQ book with me and standard books like H.C. Verma, Irredout, D.C. Pandey, Rashni Khalide. But the teachers used to avoid them. It seems to me from their facial expression that they are not comfortable in solving the problems given in those books. And instead of accepting their weakness or their inability to solve the problems, they become egoistic and try to talk to me in a very rude manner so that I don't ask them the question. But I was a very tough guy. I never responded to any of the rude behavior of the teacher and kept them asking the question until I get an answer. So I was a student of that sort. And I realized that the teachers used to work on limited information and limited prototype based questions. On an average, a chapter had 3 or 4 formulas, and during schooling I was able to solve all the questions using 3 to 4 formulas because all of them were based on certain prototype based problems, and revising those limited formulas gave me the confidence to score good in school. For example,